All right, what's up, guys? So, one thing that comes up all the time in our conversations with many of you, scheduled intro calls with us, um, is this idea of stacking the odds in your favor so that your Facebook ads work better. And a lot of you guys have like sort of initial setups for your business. Um, Good starting points with your websites and your products and your services or offerings. But many of you are at this point where um, you have your sort of offer presented in a way, but it's not the optimal way to present your offer, and then not the optimal way to sort of recoup your ad costs and even get into profitability. So something that we talk about a lot here and with our clients is obviously the costs of Facebook ads have gone up. There's a lot of turmoil going on right now, especially with tracking and iOS update and all that stuff. So things have gotten a bit harder. And um, as a good Facebook advertiser or as a good marketer in general, what you want to do is stack the odds in your favor as much as you can outside of the world of Facebook or paid advertising so that whatever you do with your ads performs better when they go through your funnels and whatnot, right? So that's a big part of what we focus on. And I think, personally in my own journey over the last 10 years or so, it took me a long time to understand how to build out that structure and maximize that opportunity with the business. And I focused a lot on the ads, which is great because I learned so much about them on various different platforms. And I focused a lot on the traffic aspect of things because that's really the most exciting thing. It's like, let's spend some money and get some traffic to this offer, right? And so, and optimize the ads and the creative and all that stuff. That's fun and all. But I focused a little bit too much on that and not enough on the actual funnel and the systems that go into it. And really, when I fixed those pieces, is when ads work the best. So
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, the more that you can, the more profitability you can create with an offer, and especially initial offers and initial sales funnels, when you're bringing cold traffic into your website, the more profitability you can create, the easier it's going to be. And it's a simple concept, but a lot of people, I don't think, take into consideration the fact that it'd be a lot easier to be able to spend money and get sales all day if you have 30, 40, $50 of leeway to spend on to create, bring in a customer than if you have 3, 4, or $5 with a really small margin product. And so, there's lots of different ways that you can improve that profitability with order bumps and upsells and different systems within your sales funnel, packaging different products together and bundles and all kinds of different things that we'll talk about and we'll suggest to people. But at the end of the day, it's all about raising those margins and giving yourself that that cushion to spend on Facebook and acquire customers.
absolutely. So there's actually, and to that point, there's actually two examples I want to cite. There's um, well, not specific examples in terms of who they are. I don't want to air them out like this, but there are two internet marketers out there. One has a book funnel, and the book um, is the entry point for the funnel, right? So it's a very low price book. It's like $5 or something like that, and through the funnel, they're selling multiple different things. So their average order value on that funnel is something like $115. And because they're able to push so many people through that funnel and they were able to get the data on there and understand what their numbers are, now that funnel is so dialed in that they've gone out and said, hey, we're now opening this up to affiliates and you can take 50% commissions. The average order value is 115 bucks. Your commission will be 50% on this. So that building out a structure like that and understanding how to monetize people all the way through that funnel has allowed them to then go and say, hey, affiliates, we'll pay you 50%. And now they're getting free traffic that they're not paying for with, Facebook ads or Google ads or whatnot too. So creating that structure allows you to be more profitable on your own efforts, but then allows you to go and do something like that, create an affiliate program. And I've seen that happen with two large internet marketers recently, where they launched a new offer. They ran it as much as they could themselves through ads. They proved it out. They got all their numbers dialed in completely, the optimized, perfectly, and then went around and created ads saying, do you want to promote this? Or send it out to their email list. Do you want to promote this? We're paying 50% commissions on that. Actually, we might do that with a couple of our products here soon. So that it gives you that opportunity when you build out that structure. So Cole, go ahead and pull up that funnel diagram that we always reference, because I want to just mention that we were on a call today with somebody, and it brought a couple of these ideas up in terms of, what are you gonna sell? We call this a main offer, but we should probably call this like the tripwire. It's probably not your actual main offer. But on the call today, we kind of went over two different scenarios that this person could execute in their business, right? So they had a really low priced item, and small margins. And there was sort of like two things that they could do. They could either sell the low priced item here in the main offer and attract a lot of people, but understand that they were probably going to break even on that on that low priced offer right there. You have to understand, like, yeah, with that low price and the current state of, prices with Facebook and stuff like that, that low price thing would probably break even at best, right? And so then you would want to put an order bump in place so that you could actually like make a little bit of money on top of that. And then you could have, upsells and downsells as well to maximize that whole funnel. Okay. And get that profitability on the front end. So this is more of a consulting funnel, but what we're talking about was an e-commerce funnel. So that would be one option, is to go after that low price thing and say, okay, I'm okay breaking even on it, and then maybe through order bumps and upsells and downsells, depending on what I put in place, I can actually create a little profitability there, and that's the goal. Obviously, you want to create some profitability to make things easier. But even if your order bump and upsell and downsell created just break even for you and allowed you to keep running ads and acquiring customers, that could be good for many of you. However,
yeah. Sorry,
go
let
ahead.
me jump in there real quick. Another reason that could be a good option for this specific person we talked to is they had a food item, like an edible item. So it's, it probably goes pretty quick, and then
Right.
you can get, customer retention and repeat purchases pretty quickly after they buy the first time. A lot of different products and businesses aren't going to have that quick of a turnover. So that option might not even really be feasible to try and break even on the front end, because it'll be really hard to then go resell, raise that lifetime value, and make any money.
Right. Yeah. So that's exactly what I was going to say, is that, for this person in particular, acquiring that customer would be really powerful. And even if they broke even just on the offer, the order bump, the upsell and downsell, and that just created a acquisition system where they could load, 100 people into their system a day. Well, then their main goal would be focusing on that email list and remarketing to the people who have purchased from them, so that they can consistently buy and buy and buy again, and maybe even get them on like a subscription box or something like that, right? And that's when you get creative in, okay, we have 100 people coming into our system every single day, we're breaking even, we have this opportunity here where our customer, pipeline essentially is filling up, but what are we going to do now to actually make the money? And another example is a client I worked with in the past, selling t-shirts, and she's in that position as well, where she's breaking even on her offers and now has a list of customers, and it's like, what do I do with that list of customers? Okay, what other things can I offer them? How can I, remarket to them other products and services so that I can actually make the money? But I want to be clear, like, if you can acquire a customer for no money, if you can break even, and it literally is not, after everything is said and done, your ads and all that stuff, and you're breaking even and you're just filling up your pipeline, that's an amazing opportunity, because all you have to do is figure out what you can sell to them more and how you can put more systems in place to keep more sales going, right? So I think that that's really important. That's how we've grown certain businesses, is just by understanding that that's the opportunity, that acquisition right there, and then you go in and say, okay, now how can we really monetize these people? So that's one way, really low price offer right there, and then put them through the rest of the funnel, and hopefully break even. Great if you can make profit, right? The other thing that we suggested too was, because sometimes it's hard to, with a low price item, is to kind of break even on that initial cost. You can bundle. Okay, so again, this person had a food product, so they could offer more of that food product, for a discounted price, and maybe sell like 3 or 4 of this product in a bundle, which would normally be X amount price slash that price, and offer free shipping. And typically when you have a product, depending on shipping rates and all that stuff, selling more of it ends up being better in terms of your margin. So, so what we recommended, that as another option, is to create that main offer, or that tripwire offer, as a bundle, and really go hard into selling that bundle, so that right off the bat, if somebody buys that bundle, you're in a good position in terms of your ad spend. And then you've got the order bump and the upsell, downsell features in there to really ease things up, and produce more profitability. And I think with a bundle here on that first offer, those who bought the bundle and then went through that funnel, you would create a lot more profitability with that strategy. However, this particular person didn't have really much to offer in terms of an order bump or an upsell or downsell, because of their limited inventory. So that actually kind of lends itself even more towards creating that bundle in the first place, so that you can kind of maximize the value right off the bat and get the most return on your ad spend there. So yeah, I hope that's kind of like clear to you, and obviously everybody's business is different. Some people have a whole bunch of products, and they can create unlimited, bundles and upsells and downsells and order bumps and stuff like that. Some people have very, few products, or maybe only one product. And when you have something like that, you need to get creative in how you can offer more value with different packaging of the product, or bundles and stuff like that. And then some people have like coaching services or info products or courses and stuff like that. And that's a little bit easier to manipulate with a funnel like this, and it's a little bit more profitable, because you don't have shipping costs and stuff like that, and product costs, or your product costs aren't as severe as you might have with a physical product. So
Yeah, I mean, I would just say that, there's obviously going to be goods and bads for each of these. There's positives and negatives for any route you're going to go. But as Q mentioned, it's going to be really specific to your business. And if you have lots of different things to sell, if you have high ticket services that you can sell, and a lot of upsell ability for new customers coming in, then you might want to consider going the really cheap product route, and just try and get a lot of volume in the door, make your break even spend $1 or $2 on that front end to get tons of people through the door every single day, and then use the other products in your ecosystem, use your high ticket sales systems, all that kind of stuff, to then go make that money. And if you don't have those options, and you're really limited in what you sell and your products, then you probably want to consider figuring out how to bundle or raise that average order value on the front end, so that we can at least make some money while we kind of figure out what the next thing to sell is. So obviously, as Q mentioned, it's going to be really specific to kind of what you do and what you have to offer and to sell. But these are kind of the two ways we look at acquiring customers through Facebook ads, and can make that work for really anybody, and do for all of our clients.
Yeah, awesome. So, guys, if you are, interested in scheduling an intro call with us, I know we've talked to a lot of you guys already, but this is just a, no pressure intro call. Of course, we do have a coaching program. We talk about that all the time. But this is not a sales call to get you into the coaching program. We want to learn about your business, understand what your goals are, kind of point you in the right direction as much as we can. And of course, if you're a good fit and you want to join our coaching program, amazing. We're going to tell you about it, obviously. But the intro call is just there to help you get clarity on some of these things and your specific business and how these concepts apply to your specific business, and then also to get clarity on your ads, your strategy there, what's going on, what you're seeing, what's working, what's not, and get a little advice in that arena as well. So if that's interesting to you, go ahead and book a call. We always drop our call link in the comments below. And then, yeah, if you guys have any questions or anything like that, feel free to post it in the group, make a post in the group, or, drop it in the comment sections. We'd love to hear from you guys. And every day this group gets a little better and better with the contributions and the information that's coming into the group. So we appreciate you guys. And yeah, I think that's it for us today.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
All righty. See ya.